Chapter 19. Positively medieval. No one dared to speak as the lift made its long journey back up through the hospital to the 44th floor. Amber, George, Robin, and the newest member of the Midnight Gang, Tom, all knew they would be in deep trouble if they were discovered out of their beds in the middle of the night. Eagerly, the four children watched the numbers of the floors go up from B for basement to G, 1, 2, 3. It was now the early hours of the morning. 4, 5, 6. Lord Funt Hospital was still and quiet. 7, 8, 9. The grown-up patients were all asleep. 10, 11, 12. A small staff of doctors and nurses were keeping watch over their patients during the night. 13, 14, 15. Ping! The children looked at each other in panic. The lift had stopped, and it wasn't the children's ward. "Oh no, we're busted," said George. "Shh," hissed Amber. Tom was unlucky enough to be standing right next to the lift doors, which began to slide open. "Say something, Tom," whispered Amber. "Me?" protested the boy. "Yes, you," she replied. The lift doors slid open to reveal a hospital cleaning lady. Her name badge read Dilly. Dilly stood still, her filthy old mop and bucket in hand, a lit cigarette stuck to her bottom lip. The cleaner's mouth fell open in shock, and the long tail of ash fell from her cigarette to the floor. Dilly stared at the group of children with deep suspicion. At the front was a boy in a pink frilly nightie with 3 children all in nightwear behind him. "What are you kids doing out of your beds?" demanded the cleaner. Dilly's voice was deep and gravelly, no doubt a lifetime of smoking. The cigarette on her lips bounced up and down with each word. "That's a very good question, madam," replied Tom, playing for time. "Actually, we've been asked by the hospital principal, Sir Quentin Strillers, hissed Amber. "Strillers, to check on the quality of cleaning in the hospital." "You what?" demanded Dilly. "Yes," took over Robin. "We've been inspecting the entire place from top to bottom." Ping! The children all looked relieved as the lift doors began to slide shut. But just in time the old lady put her foot in the way and the doors slid open again. "Why would Sir Quentin ask a bunch of kids to do that?" demanded Dilly. For the moment the Midnight Gang looked stumped. All eyes turned to Robin, who was considered the smartest member of the gang. "The principal wanted children to inspect the cleanliness of the hospital because," he began, "as you may have observed, children are shorter than grown-ups and therefore close to the floor. That makes it easier for us to spot any dust or dirt," he said. The other 3 children looked mightily impressed. "But you've got bandages over your eyes, you can't even see," said the cleaner. It was a good point. "That's where I come in," said Tom. "I'm very much the eyes of the group, and I must say the floor is a disgrace." Dilly was that rare type of cleaner who left everything she touched in a worse state than when she found it. Indeed, she'd been cleaning the floor with water that was black as dirt. As a result, there was a dark, dirty smear on the floor where she had just dragged the mop. "I've just cleaned it," protested Dilly. "Well, I am very sorry, but it needs doing again," said Tom. Ping! The lift doors tried to close again. Once again, there was no escaping. The cleaner's foot stayed firmly in place in a way of the lift's sliding doors. A trail of cigarette smoke looped and curled towards the children. "And I am the nose of the group," added Amber. "And I'm sorry to say there is a toilet on the 7th floor that needs urgent cleaning." "I just cleaned the bogs up there," complained Dilly. "You must have missed something," said Amber. "Or someone's just been and deposited something positively medieval," added Robin. "Yes, because I can smell it from here," agreed Amber, wrinkling her nose at the supposed pong. "I can't smell nothing," remarked George. Tom knocked him with his hand to get him to be quiet. "Now, if you please